Alright, so me have to do this video fast today. Got something to do. But Shalom. All honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakah Kodash. Big up all of the Acham and the Atraf, the brethren and the sister them who help push 100% truth to the four corners. And double honor to all the elder them who are do it from long time too. So yo, this video lesson me I do, I'm gonna talk about what happened right now with the so-called Latino man them, the Mexican man them in LA, right? But me I go tie it into the mark of the beast at the end. So you have to watch the whole thing to understand what I'm saying. Alright, so I want to start with this, right? When you look up Esau in a secular information and archives, right, in the Jewish encyclopedia, Esau, the elder twin son of Isaac, is often identified with Edom and by extension later with Rome. So the Roman man them, Julius Caesar, Claudius Caesar, Nero, them man, they all of them are Edomite Esau people. Okay, the Jewish encyclopedia. All right. This is what it is it. Okay. And this is a scripture about his characteristics. Habakkuk 2 verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Because the way Esau get all these places like Australia, the land of Israel, America, even Europe, and even Russia. The way they get these lands is by violence and bloodshed. Now, you're looking at the Bible, you might say, well, Israel, Joshua, and David go up in that place with swords and spears and conquer people. Yeah, but Yahweh tell them man there to do it. It was a commandment by the Lord to do it. And when they were conquering lands, the Lord said, yo, this is this people land. You don't take that. I'm not going to give you any of Esau land. I'm not going to give you any of Moab land. But now I give you none of Ammon land. All right? You are going to get the land where I promised unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? But Esau, Ezekiel 36 and 5, therefore, thus saith Ha Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the Eden and against all Edomia, a Greek version of the word Edom, which have appointed my land in their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prayer. The scripture has let you know that Esau would take possession of the Lord's land. And who is in possession of the Lord's land right now? People that look like Romans. Because them all are the same people. Alright. Even with Australia. Yes, many indigenous Australians and some historians argue that Australia is stolen land due to the British colonization of the continent in the late 18th century. So the whole like Australia, America, New Zealand, all of them, they steal the land, woe to them people because they built it a city and towns by blood. Look upon Israel and the Palestine partition act, or they part the Lord's land between them and the Palestinians, and then they end up just take the whole thing. Right? They take the whole thing. Alright, even with the Mexican man them, so-called Mexican man them, because them man they are the tribe of Issachar. Right? When you look on the map before Esau going with first Esau is the illegal alien migrant who come to take over and thing. The same thing he's talking about, the migrants telling, oh, they come to take over our country, they're going to change our way of life. It's what he do. And they do it with blood and violence. Right? They go in on Mexico, they go in on the Texas part of it, and start live there until they overtake population of the Mexicans in a certain area and they go to war with it. And they keep doing it over and over again until they take the whole of their land and they have some type of 1840 garrison pact agreement for take half of the country and then leave the other half to them. Right? I know that they come back to the country, right? The heritage on this side of the world. Esau want to deport them with the ice raids. Esau now deport him. I know some bad man, Jamaican people around here, dog, that up to no good, right? Them man, they not worry about no ice raid, right? What happened to the Afghanistan man, them will come over after Biden leave Afghanistan and them come over and the Arab man, them and the Iraqi man, them. They not they not deport them. They might give them man the smoke shops and little bodega stores to run, right? But the point is Esau is stealing things. He's stealing lands, right? And they say, oh, this is war. We conquer you in a war, bro. Even the Bible conquer in a war. No. The Most High Allah I am, Yahweh Wah, Yahweh Shai. He don't take people on. He promised everyone their own land. Every type of race of people has their own space on this earth. And the secular science man agree too. They say, oh, there's enough space on the planet for every people. So why are people homeless? What? Because Esau make a system like this. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bones of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So he give everyone their own bones, right? And the main important bone is the children of Israel's lot, which is the most important, our Garden of Eden. So Esau going out and we conquer, manifest destiny. That is all ungodly behavior. That is all ungodly behavior. And you build a so-called Christian country with violations in the Christian way of life, right? Christian mean follower of a Mashiach Yahushua who keep the commandments of Yahweh. So if you are going against the commandments of Yahweh, you are not following a Mashiach Yahushua, because he said follow him as he followed the Father, right? So Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation that the name of Yashala, Israel, may be no more in our remembrance. Because after they take these people lands, they force them in our boarding schools and all type of educational systems for psychologically brainwash them into kill the Indian, save the man. Because the so-called Mexican man them are so-called Indians too. They are the Western Native Americans in America. Right? The truth about United States Indian boarding school policy has largely been written out of the history books. There were more than 526 government-funded and often church-run Indian boarding schools across the United States in the 19th and 20th centuries. Indian children were forcibly abducted by government agents, sent to schools hundreds of miles away, and beaten and starved and or otherwise abused when they spoke their native languages, right? Beginning with the Indian Civilization Act, because they're saying they're uncivilized, right? These same so-called Indians that teach these people how to survive so they're not dead. And no, the same man, right, is trying to civilize them, okay? So, Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man, neither keep it at home, because he don't live in the land of Edom. Esau don't live in a Petra Jordan. He live in a England, he live in America, he live in a Canada, he live in a Falkland Islands, in a Argentina, he live in New Zealand. He want to be everyone. He want to be the last samurai. He want to be the desert warrior. He want to be African, like South Africa. Right? He want to be America. He want to be everyone except except who he is, Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the Idumeans, right? Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and eateth unto him all people. And this is important, because during the scam demi, Esau, through Biden Harris presidential term, they encourage all of the immigrant man them from Latin America to come up and come through. And it was a scam. And for them to come through, right, they have to take the mark of the beast, jibs and swibs. I know they're kicking them out of the country after it's passed, the thing gone, uh, the mass vaccination is over. No ice raid, time to go back. Time to go. You said me just come here, dog. I get 3 boosters. You sending me back? What you mean? No, dog. it was a scam from the beginning. Never trust thine enemy. Right? It tell you, yo, come. We're going to pass so much legislation and bills that would allow you immigrants and migrants for be American citizens. Just take this and take this up your nose to make sure you don't have anything. No, you have the mark of the beast. I know you're getting kicked out of the country, right? It's a scam. Joe Biden promised to absorb 2 million asylum seekers in a heartbeat in 2019. He now faces an immigration crisis. During his 2020 presidential campaign, Joe Biden promised a stark departure from the immigration policies of the Trump administration. He pledged a 100-day moratorium upon deportations after taking office. He promised to protect sanctuary cities from federal law enforcement agencies, and he harshly criticized the Trump administration's treatment of undocumented immigrants at the southern border, asserting that America had the capacity for absorb people while calling on asylum seekers to surge to the border. Right? He called these people for a surge. We could afford for taking a heartbeat another 2 million, Biden said at one event in August 2019. The idea that a country of 330 million people cannot absorb people who are in desperate need and who are justifiably fleeing oppression is absolutely bizarre. Yeah, it's bizarre that we won't let them in. We have the Homeland Security patent to the Lucifer ears. We need to get that inside of them. And to get that inside of them, they have to come up in here because some of their countries don't have the infrastructure that we have to track and trace them to make sure that they have this in order, right? Oh, Biden is pushing migrants to jump the border. He say, yo, come down. You don't have a green card. You don't have a visa. Yo, just come down. Yo, before you come though, they say, the officer stop you during Biden administration. I say, oh, I say, where are you? They say, I'm sorry, I don't have my ID. I don't have a passport. They say, we don't worry about that, bro. Have you had your jabs? Did you get your booster? Have you been tested? They say, I can't get tested because I don't have my arm. No, you can't come. Just take this in your hand. I take this up your nose. There you go. I know, coming out of the country. And then 3 years later, Trump said, all right, leave now. Fuck y'all, yo. You understand? Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. And this, it'll show you, say, this are the hand of Allah, I am your hour. This are the hand of God. Because them are focused on the so-called Latino man them who are the children of Israel. The Jewish Encyclopedia tell you that the Latinos and Native Americans are the 10 lost tribes of the Israel, right? And the Bible prophecies tell you that too. After the trusting of Esau for come here, they take the mark of the beast, Maxine, and Noah swips and thing. No, they getting rounded up and taken out. Yo, never trust thy enemy. He deceived them which received the mark of the beast. You understand? Ecclesiasticus 6 and 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. They were all friendly when it was time to get the jabs and swabs. Know that that thing over, right? It's not over, but know that the main event is over. The hype is died down. Yo, they're not your friend anymore. All right, you need it to be friendly, to get you, for put something in your temple, for put the son of perdition on your temple. I know that you have accomplished their mission. Now it's time that you find out that you really are nothing. Now leave. Now come out of here. You understand? And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Biden not doing anything though. After him encourage you to come in, after him make it seem like yo, can he speak like a lamb, right? He speak like he have horn like a lamb, but speak like a dragon. A dragon has authority. He speak like he have the authority for let you man them in, and then he left without doing it. I know you're getting thrown out. Never trust thy enemy, man. He will not abide with thee in the day of thy trouble, right? Biden administration announces end to mark of the beast requirements for international travelers. On May 1st, 2023, the White House and United States Department of Homeland Security announced that beginning May 12, 2023, foreign nationals entering the United States via airports, land ports of entry, or ferry terminals will no longer be required to provide evidence of being given the mark of the beast. Right? So like I said, they encourage you to come here. And then they end the mandates. And then the next presidential season, no, they're kicking you back out. Right? Mark 8 and 37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for him soul? What would you take? Right? What 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 has to be offered for you to give up your soul? And that was a 2 year extended no visa stay in America. That's all you needed. You see me? Access to GMO foods and recycled shit water, right? Bleach shit water, GMOs, chemtrails. You offer that to people and they run through Darien gaps of South America, that run through the Atacama of South America, that run through the Mexican desert, and then they get the Megatron, the Pokemon, them get the Digimon, them get the Cybertron, them get the whole the mark of the beast up in them. I know them gone. You understand? You give your soul up to come here. Now you lose the opportunity to come here and you lose your soul. This is a reoccurring theme. You understand? United States has given the mark of the beast to 20,000 migrants in border custody as part of massive operation. This is back in 2022. United States has marked more than 20,000 migrants and asylum seekers in United States border custody since launching a massive Mark of the Beast campaign in late March. The top doctor at the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, told CBS News. During an interview this week, Dr. Pritesh Gandhi, the chief medical officer at DHS, said as many as 1,000 migrants have been marked every day at 24 processing facilities across the United States, Mexico border as part of one of the largest sorcery initiatives the government has set up to undocumented individuals in our American custody. Right? So, they were giving the mark to 1,000 of them, man. They are there from the border, dog. You understand? Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship him image. These both, the man them that chose it knowingly, and the man them that were deceived into doing it, these both were cast alive in a lake of fire burning with brimstone. The whole, it all ties back to get to the man them Mark, dog. And because the man they are Mark right now, they say, run them out. They're complaining about jobs and shit. All right, I up some man them for work as Iceman. Give them some money, $1,500 every 2 weeks, and round up them bumper clock there and kick them out, dog. You understand? It don't matter anymore. It don't matter anymore. You see me? Lamentations 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet feel for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us, man. America could not save the so-called Mexicans and Dorians, Brazilians, so-called Guatemalans, bro. It couldn't save them. What it did instead was damn some of them, most of them, damn them to the lake of fire by giving them the mark of the beast. What will a man give in exchange for his soul? So all of this racial riot encouragement that is going on with the ICE and thing, bro, Esau is wicked. Esau steals lands. He's a hypocrite. The scripture says he's a hypocritical nation who exalted himself as the eagle, right? He don't stay at home. He take other people's lands and act like it is. Man, them still fall for all the schemes and want to come up and amass themselves amongst him. And they can't see your soul. You have to take the mark for coming here. You have to take a swab and a job for coming here. Right? I know that you do it, them kick you back out here. Alright? So, shalom. Peace and blessings. I hope I do the lesson good and man them can learn. Shalom.